Hello again, making another video. I'm going to try to keep this one short because I've been trying for the past like half an hour to record this one, and I keep stopping and re-recording because I don't like how they're coming out. And at this point, I think I'm getting a little bit, um, I don't know, I'm getting stuck kind of just in a kind of perfectionist loop. So, um, yeah, let's just say what I want to say. So, the last video I made was, I think, almost 2 weeks ago, and since then, I mean, things have been about the same. I've been feeling still pretty bad, uh, just emotionally, very low motivation. My voice is quiet. People keep asking me to speak up, and I kind of have to force myself to. Like this is kind of the natural tone of my voice right now. So, and I know it's very quiet. Like I can hear it myself, but so I'm trying to maybe part of this is at least a good way to practice speaking a little more clearly and loudly. But anyways, yeah, the main thing I kind of wanted to talk about is just the anhedonia. Um, yeah, I've just been feeling very numb the past few months. And I think maybe it's gotten worse, or maybe I've just uh, maybe just the fact that it's been going on for so long is making it feel worse. But I'm just not. Don't feel very motivated to do the things I used to want to do, and the only things that I even want to do at all are just these distractions that I know are like kind of a waste of time, but I can't help myself because they're the only things that kind of keep me distracted for a little while and not feeling as bad. Like I I listen to music a lot, which is not obviously I know that's not a bad thing, but I kind of have it blaring all the time just so that I have something to listen to and I don't have to be alone with my thoughts. Um, and I've been playing video games more, like, but just games I've already played, and I just kind of play them for hours on end to just kind of numb myself. Um, and yeah, uh, but I guess the tough thing is I just don't really know what I want anymore. I don't know what I don't really know what I want to work towards, or I don't have any like goals, even like small ones. Um, I was talking to my friend the other day, and I vented a little bit. I kind of opened up, like, I've just not been doing great, and he asked me about like my art because he knows that like I like to draw and I like art. Um, and he suggests like that could be a good avenue for kind of enjoying things again and maybe getting a bit of a spark back. But the thing is, I feel like I've tried. I went to a drink and draw event the other week, which is basically there's like a live like new model who poses for everyone and does a bunch of different poses and like um, yeah, like ranging from like half a minute to like 20 minutes, so different lengths, and people, yeah, just kind of draw the model. So it's a good way to like practice like figure drawing and like anatomy and stuff. And it was fun. I enjoyed it. There's free beer because it was a drink and draw, so that was also nice, and I took advantage of that. But um, yeah, it was fine in the moment. I'm glad I went, but afterwards I didn't really feel the motivation to keep trying or do anything else. So I don't have that spark, and I guess if hobbies are meant to be enjoyed, right? And if I'm not enjoying them, why do them? But then if I don't feel like doing anything, then I'll just end up doing nothing, which is definitely not good. So maybe I should just force myself to do the things I used to like to do, even if I don't really like doing them anymore. Because I do spend like I said, a lot of time either doing nothing or just doing, kind of wasting my time, just with like mental stimulation of any kind. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess I'm hoping these videos will help eventually, uh, because I still really hope that there's some like this depression is is caused by something, and that I can address it. That there's something in my life or in me that I need to figure out. The biggest thing is still the breakup. I am not over that for sure. It's not as bad, I think, as it was, in the acute sense, but I still miss it. I still miss that relationship, and when I think about it, it makes me sad. So I try not to think about it, but it's hard not to. But I don't know if that's the only thing. Like, I don't think it's a matter of just like, if I can emotionally process this, then I'll be better. Because I think I've mentioned in maybe the first video, but I've gone through this before. I've had a couple of depressive episodes like this in the past. And that was before my ex and I broke up. And when that happened, I felt pretty much as bad as I do now. She was incredibly patient and kind and supportive, and I was so grateful to have her by my side while I was going through that. But it didn't fix anything. I still felt really bad for a long time. So I guess what I mean to say is that, like, I don't think, like, if for somehow we got back together now or something, I'm sure that would feel great, but I don't think that would really pull me out of what I'm going through right now. And I also think that even though I do feel very lonely, I don't think that the solution to that is another person, or to find some other person to fix me or complete me. Like, that's not good. I know that. Like, at the end of the day, it has to come from me. That's what people say anyways. And I think it's true. It's just hard to really believe that right now, really internalize that. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, I just feel very numb, very anhedonic, and I'm hoping that it goes away soon, but it probably won't. So I guess I just need to figure out how to endure it for a little longer. And I guess to try to end on a more positive note, I try to think about maybe some of the things I do still find myself getting some pleasure from, that I do think are good, or at least not bad. I still really enjoy watching movies. In fact, I'm going to see one pretty soon, like right after this. And that's fine, I mean, it's an interest of mine. It's not like I'm not like watching movies all the time. I watch like a few a week, and I still enjoy watching them and talking about them and thinking about them. So that's something I still would like to keep up. I do still read sometimes, and I think I want to keep that up too. I boulder, I go rock climbing, try to do that at least once or twice a week, and physical activity is always good, and I do find it fun. And I have a friend that I go climbing with often, so it's also good to socialize. So I'd like to keep doing that. Drawing, it's tough. I don't know. hopefully that the spark comes back there. But I'm still cooking a decent amount, which is good. I do enjoy that. I enjoy cooking. It's definitely less fun to cook alone, but for just one person. But um, it feels nice to make something that tastes good, and be proud of it. And it's healthier and cheaper than eating out all the time, which I know I have friends who kind of do that. And no judgment, but it's not what I want to do. And yeah, I don't know if there's a ton, but I know that I just have to keep pushing on, and it's really hard, and I'm starting to kind of lose the will, but I know I just have to keep pushing, just pushing through it, and then things will get better eventually. There's a light at the end of this tunnel, and I just have to wait until I can get there. I know I have people in my life that care about me a lot, and nothing's really fallen apart the way that like my brain keeps kind of yelling at me that it will. I'm not really where I want to be, but I still have plenty of time. I know that. So it's not the end of the world if I'm kind of stuck for a little bit. If I'm in a bit of a rut. Yeah, I guess I should stop being so hard on myself. People have told me that. My friend told me that the other week. And I really want to believe her that that's the right thing to do, because clearly being hard on myself and all that has not really worked. So yeah, anyways, I'll just, yeah, that'll be it for this one. But I do want to keep making these because I want to be nice to have a kind of a see some progress in how I'm doing, kind of a log. And hope, like I said, I hope things will get better, and I think things will get better, even if it'll take longer than I want them to. So yeah, that's it for today.